All right, y'all. Baltimore Madman with a little bit of story time. You know what I mean? Excuse the house, a little sloppy. When I was a young boy, about 4, my father, he went to prison, right? Whatever he did, trying to support his family, all that shit. Went to prison. 15 years of my life, my whole childhood. So he used to send me these paintings over the years. See them? All over the years, he always reached out. Always was a good dad, even from prison. You know what I mean? But that's not the point here. He sent me all these pictures. So he was in prison. He's gone. My mom dating, you know, the first guy she was with after my dad. I'm not gonna say no names out of respect for the dead, but he did cocaine, got high, beat me and my mom and shit. Right. So this picture right here, Mario, I'll always remember this picture. My dad would have my cousin Joe come bring me things from him from prison. Joe was this guy. Joe always took care of me. Loved Joe. Him and his wife Susan, R.I.P. to Susan. I loved her too. They took good care of me while my pops was gone, and they did what they could for me. So the first abusive guy in our life, which was who I'm talking about now, was crazy, and him and my dad had a history, and they did not like each other. So on Easter one year, I couldn't have been no older than 5. This had to be right when he went away, really, because I couldn't have been older than 5. And he sent me this picture of Mario, and Joe came to drop it off at the door. He was living in Baltimore City. Um, I believe Highland Avenue is where we was at. I was young. Could have been Curly Street, but I think we was Highland Avenue. And Joe drops off this picture, and as Joe's leaving, here comes Dave walking up. Well, I said his name, but whatever. Here he comes walking up, and he sees Joe, and he gets furious. Comes in the house, starts ripping shit up, beating my mom, beating me, trying to rip. You see the little wrinkles all in the picture. Always remember these wrinkles in the picture. I'm holding this picture of my dear life. I'm 4 or 5 years old, my dear life, and this man is beating us, trying to rip this picture out of my hands and destroy it. And I'm hiding under the bed, holding this with both hands. He's trying to drag me out from the bed by my head, trying to grab this picture, wrinkling it all up, beating my mom. My mom's trying to get him off of me. And that was the time my mom finally left him, after many incidents before that, especially with her. And I always remember, like, this always stands out in my mind. I always remember this day in my life. And it's one of the reasons why I always try to get along with the men in my kids' lives, or I try to get along with any kids' lives I'm in with their father. And also, I just want y'all to be aware of the men you keep in your lives and the damage they do to their kids, because this traumatized me. I'm a grown man. I got over it. I lived. Been through much worse. But it's something that traumatized me that I think about to this day. And I just want y'all to keep that in mind when y'all are letting men in your life and what your kids see and have to be around. And that's our story. And I got plenty of other stories, but I just thought that was interesting. I brought these paintings in today. It made me think of it. And yeah, my dad was a great dad. But this is a lesson to me and everyone else. It seems like that fast dollar is the right dollar, but that shit can take you away from your family. And then your younger ones might go through what I had to go through. And that's why I struggle to not do the things that I used to do for money. Because now that I've had these transplants and I can think clear, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I used to love having all the money in the world, but it's not worth it, man. Like leaving my kids behind just for anybody to do anything to them. Can't do it. But that's story time. Baltimore Madman. Be aware. I'm just trying to bring abuse awareness. That's like a career I want if I don't get famous ever. Is I want to help children in tough situations like I was in, and I want to help. I don't want them to do the things that I've had to do to survive. I want to give them other ways. That's it. Off top. Truth serum.